So today we're going to be looking at our body paragraphs mini lesson for our essay. So you have your mini lesson, you should have that open. These are going to be the body paragraphs, that are body paragraph 1 on your schedule that you'll see today, Tuesday, is the work day. And body paragraph 1 is due for homework by tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Body paragraph 2, you will have tomorrow, Wednesday, to finish during class time, and it will be homework due Thursday morning at 8:59 a.m. Right? These will be the parts on your graphic organizer that go in body paragraph 1, which again is due tomorrow morning, and body paragraph 2, which is due on Thursday morning. Okay, so both body paragraphs done by Thursday morning. Body paragraph 1, today and tonight for homework. Body paragraph 2, you can work on tomorrow, Wednesday, and Wednesday night for homework. So let's go back to our mini lesson. And again, this is to help you see some examples and non-examples that will help you to write your body paragraph. Hopefully your body paragraph should be pretty easy for most of you, right? Because it's just like a normal CEI. Okay, about 6 sentences. You need a topic sentence, which is like a claim, 2 pieces of evidence with 2 interpretations, and your concluding sentence. So we're going to look at a couple examples that are all based off of the China claim, right? So for our introductions, you looked at some Athens examples. For your body paragraphs, we're looking at some China examples. So the claim for China, in case you don't know, dynastic rule during the Han Dynasty is the governmental system that best promoted a golden age. Because of the strong leadership of its emperors and the practice of Confucian beliefs, which led China into a golden age of peace, prosperity, strength, and innovation. Now remember, when you're writing a body paragraph, you're going to be taking each part of this because to set them up. So your blue, your first answer, that will be your first body paragraph. Right? So about the strong leadership of its emperors. Your red, that would be your second body paragraph, the practice of Confucian beliefs. So these paragraphs are actually going to be about the red. So this would be really their second body paragraph, but it doesn't matter. So looking at our first example here, you're going to see it says, read the body paragraph below. Identify the part of the body paragraph by color coding it by highlighting the following colors, then give the paragraph a grade using the rubric below. So looking at our rubric, if you haven't looked yet, before we even read, thorough and concise topic sentence, it demonstrates what the paragraph will be about, 2 pieces of evidence that relate to and support the claim, and 2 interpretations that clearly show the connection of the evidence to the claim. Right, so how did those evidence show a golden age? The concluding sentence thoroughly sums up the entire paragraph with details. And then a 3, a little less detailed, a little less thorough. A 2, then we're getting a little more unclear, right? So maybe evidence isn't direct or it's missing. Maybe the interpretations don't connect back to the claim. A 1, that would be a really weak paragraph, right? Not relating to the claim, evidence is not supportive, interpretation doesn't reflect the evidence, concluding sentence is unclear. So looking at our first body paragraph, we're going to do this color coding as we read. Dynastic rule during the Han Dynasty promoted a golden age. So that's their topic sentence. Not very detailed, but it is there, kind of. One example from the text is, the Confucian ideal of each person accepting his social role helped legitimize the state and made more people willing to accept its power. At the same time, these ideals encouraged the state to fairly act towards its people. That is a direct piece of text evidence. It is in quotation marks. What it's missing is the name of the text, right? I don't see a text name here, which I should, because you have a lot of options for which readings you're getting your text from. So that's a problem. This evidence shows that the people of China followed the 5 relationships, meaning they accepted the power of the government. Okay, It goes a little beyond the text, but I don't see a connection to Golden Age. Is this peace? Is it prosperity? Is it strength? Is it innovation? I'm not sure. Another example from the text is Emperor Wu, created civil service examinations to test potential government officials on their knowledge of the Confucian classics, so that governmental leaders would be chosen for their intelligence instead of their social connections. Again, direct piece of evidence in quotes, but again, I don't see the name of the text. This evidence shows that Emperor Wu implemented a civil service test on Confucianism in order to work for the government. Again, it goes a little beyond the text, but I don't see any Golden Age connections here, which I should, right? Is peace, prosperity, like what are we talking about here? Overall, Confucianism during the Han Dynasty helped lead China to their Golden Age. Okay, that's a concluding sentence. It's not very thorough, it's not very detailed, but it's there. So I do see they have 6 sentences, right? Technically, I have all my things highlighted. But let's think about, is this a 4? Is this a 3? Is this a 2? Is this a 1? Where do we think it belongs? So I need to take a minute, pause, and highlight which grade you would give this paragraph. So if we look now, underneath, you have a teacher grade and reasoning. You can unhighlight it to reveal. So the teachers, we gave this a 3 out of 4. The topic sentence is not specific enough. It didn't say, was this going to be about the strong leaders or Confucianism? They did not cite the text that the evidence came from. Remember, that's important. Interpretations need to make deeper connections, to a golden age. So again, they didn't talk about, was this peace? Was this prosperity? Strength? What was it? So let's look at body paragraph 2, and we're going to do the same thing here. Dynastic rule during the Han Dynasty promoted a golden age because of Confucianism. Okay, that seems kind of better than the first one, right? Because at least I know they're talking about Confucianism. One piece of text evidence is that they had Confucianism in China, and Confucianism had the 5 relationships, like ruler to subject and father to son and older brother to younger brother. So they say this is text evidence, but I don't see any quotation marks. And that doesn't sound like a direct quote to me. They don't have the name of the text. So I'm not even going to highlight that. This evidence shows that the people of China followed the 5 relationships. I guess they're trying to interpret, but all they did was restate. Another example from the text is that Emperor Wu made everyone take a test in order to work for the government of China. So you had to be really smart to pass the test. That is not a direct quote, and I hope that you guys would know that, so I'm not going to highlight that. This evidence shows that Emperor Wu implemented a government test. They're trying, I guess, not really. In conclusion, as my paragraph clearly shows, China had a golden age. Okay. So take a minute, pause, and see what you would grade this paragraph. So if we look below, the teacher grade and reasoning, unhighlight that, a 1 out of 4. Evidence are not direct quotes or properly cited. Interpretations just restate the evidence. Concluding sentence does not sum up the paragraph and uses first person, right? This was a very weak paragraph, right? Looking at, I didn't even highlight the evidence because that's not text evidence, right? So I can't give somebody credit if your text evidence is in your own words. That does not count. Okay, let's look at our third example here. So body paragraph example number 3. Again, we're going to do our color coding. Then we're going to look at our grades. Dynastic rule during the Han Dynasty promoted a golden age due to the practice of Confucian beliefs. Good topic sentence. I know what they're going to be talking about. One example from Han Dynasty Golden Age. Oh, first time I've seen a name of a text and it's properly capitalized. It's in quotation marks. Like to see that. Is The Confucian ideal of each person accepting his social role helped legitimize the state and made people more willing to accept its power. At the same time, these ideals encouraged the state to act fairly towards its people. Good, direct evidence. This evidence supports that Confucianism helped to promote a golden age during the Han Dynasty because the people of China followed the 5 relationships, meaning they accepted the power of the government and the government was fair towards the people, leading to a more peaceful society. And good interpretation. And this part, that's connecting it back to a golden age, right? Peace, helping to lead to a peaceful society. That's something that the other paragraphs did not have. They did not make clear connections. Another example from the text is, notice how they didn't cite the text this time? That's okay, because it's from the same reading that the first one is from. So that's good. If you use the same reading, you only have to say it once in the paragraph. So another example from the text is he, Emperor Wu, created civil service examinations to test potential government officials on their knowledge of the Confucian classics, so that governmental leaders would be chosen for their intelligence instead of their social connections. Good, strong evidence. Let's think about their interpretation now. Let me get it. This evidence also supports that Confucianism helped to promote a golden age because Emperor Wu implemented a civil service test on Confucianism in order to work for the government to ensure that his workers were knowledgeable, which led to a stronger government for China. So again, making a clear golden age connection here to strength, right? They said strong, stronger, same thing, right? That's our strength. Overall, Confucianism during the Han Dynasty led to peace and strength through the 5 relationships and the civil service exams, helping to lead China to their golden age. Okay, concluding sentence. So take a minute, think about what grade you would give this on the rubric. So pause to do that. Okay, let's look at what the teachers gave this. We gave this grade, this paragraph 3, a 4 out of 4. Strong topic sentence that relates to part of their claim. Evidence is properly cited and quoted, right, and in quotes. Interpretations make golden age connections to peace and strength. Concluding sentence sums up the paragraph with details, right? So being more specific. Okay, so now that you've looked at these models and you've seen the difference, right? You have this 4 out of 4. You have a 1 out of 4 that you don't want to be like. And then you have kind of this middle ground 3 out of 4, right? We want to aim for this 4 out of 4. Strong golden age connections in our interpretations, citing our text, detailed topic sentence that connects to one part of your claim, a detailed concluding sentence that summarizes what you wrote, doesn't just say, in conclusion, China had a golden age, right? We need more than that. So if we look at our directions on the bottom, complete the 2 body paragraph boxes of your graphic organizer. Again, body paragraph 1 is due tomorrow, Wednesday, at 8:59 a.m. You can do it right now as your classwork and be done with it, but it is not due until tomorrow morning. So it's technically classwork/homework. Body paragraph 2 is due Thursday morning. So you have tomorrow during the day to work on that as well as tomorrow night. Okay, it's your classwork/homework for Wednesday, right? So again, looking at our graphic organizer over here on your Unit 5 essay, right, which is on Classroom. Body paragraph 1, all 6 parts, due tomorrow morning for homework. Right, Wednesday morning. Body paragraph 2, due Thursday morning for homework, right? And again, this is all on this schedule at the top. You will not have a different mini lesson tomorrow. So this mini lesson is for both days. You can rewatch this video tomorrow. You can re-look at, what you need to look at on the paragraph models, on the rubric, but you will not have a separate lesson tomorrow. Okay, so making sure that you get these done when they need to be done. Body paragraph 1, due tomorrow morning for homework, right? 8:59 a.m. Wednesday. Body paragraph 2, due Thursday morning, 8:59 a.m. as your homework. Okay? And obviously you can reach out to your teachers, during their extra help hours for further information on this.